guys? It's Clay again, coming at you live from the JMAC'd Customs YouTube channel again. It's really nice to be here, showcasing some really cool stuff on a brand new upper from Brownells, the BRN-180 in 7.62x3.9. Brand new. We're gonna show you some really cool footage of us tearing the freaking stage down. I mean, we were causing some fireballs, making everyone around us very angry. It was an awesome time. But if you end up liking the types of videos that we make, feel free to look up Klayco47 on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. It's the same name everywhere you look. We do stuff like this all the time. But if you don't, hopefully you just enjoy this video, and I appreciate you watching. So like I said, this is the brand new Brownells BRN-180, 7.62x3.9. You can tell by the curved mag here that a lot of you seem to feel a certain kind of way about. A lot of you say these mags won't work very well, but spoiler alert, we shot about 300 to 400 rounds over 2 days, 0 malfunctions. So the mags have been perfectly flawless for us. These are Duramag 28 round mags. We also used 3 of their 30 round mags. We had no problems. We did run and gun. We did 1-to-1 reloads. We shot suppressed, unsuppressed, 2 different gas settings, 2 days, 400 rounds, no issues whatsoever. So the gun's been flawless for us. I want to tell you about some products that we have on this thing that kind of increased our shooting experience greatly. We have the JMAC'd Customs 360 muzzle device. Here's what's interesting. They've threaded a very thin barrel, 1/2x28, because there's not enough room to thread 5/8x24. They sell this thing with a thread adapter, 5/8x24 threads on top of your 1/2x28 threads. The problem with that is you're stacking tolerances. So before you go and try to get a 5/8x24 muzzle device to work on this with your can, which you might, what I would do is find a 1/2x28 muzzle device from JMAC'd, because they're putting 10mm holes through a lot of their devices. So what's cool is you can thread that on this gun and have a wide berth for that round to come through and not touch the device at all. And now you're not stacking tolerances. It's the device directly threaded onto the barrel without that adapter in between. So the chances of you having good bore alignment with your can are greatly increased, which is what happened to us. So with this muzzle device threaded onto the 1/2x28 threads with the 10mm hole, can goes on, passes a dowel rod check, perfectly fine, nice and aligned. Next, we have one of their forward grips. It's kind of a new product, super sick, and it's tan. So they're starting to make a lot of their products in tan. They call it tanidizing because it's anodized tan. It's pretty cool. Some nice checkering, nice scallops here, and it is very, very comfortable. And on this gun, you kind of need it because it heats up. This gun being gas piston now in 7.62, like an AK, can't have your cake and eat it too. You're getting the reliability of gas piston long stroke, but the negative is it heats up way faster than a normal AR-15 upper would. So having someplace else to put your hand is essential. Throw some grip panels on there, and it's gonna help. This gun does get hot really fast. Moving on back, we have a really cool grip from K&S Precision. This is actually a Galil style grip. May or may not be on their website yet, but I thought it was kind of cool on this gun. A part that JMAC'd actually sells on their website from K&S Precision is the AR-15 pick mount adapter. So remember, this gun's gas piston now. What's really cool is you can get rid of your buffer tube. That means the spring goes away. The detent that holds in your weight on the inside of the spring, all of that can go away. Put this little adapter on there. Like I say, you can buy it from JMAC'd, but it's a K&S Precision product. They just make a really good adapter. And that allows you, that opens you up to the world of folding stocks, which is a massive benefit. JMAC'd is really cool because they make their own folding mech. So SIG makes them too, but they're really hard to get. They really don't like selling them individually. So JMAC'd said, screw it, we'll just make our own. So they make their own. This bolts up to any pick mount, which was intended for SIG stocks. Now all the JMAC'd stocks bolt up to that, and just add that to your cue when you go to pick up a stock. Throw the folding mechanism in there. You can flip it up and down. You can have it fold to the left or to the right. We've got ours folding to the right. Check this out. Yeah. Nice and tight. Truck gun, am I right? 7.62x39 out of a 10-inch barrel that now has a folding stock and can be shot from the folded position because the buffer tube's gone. Probably the best part about this gun is being able to put a folding stock on it. And it helps that these stocks are freaking sick. Now the stock that we have chosen, another JMAC part, it's tandemized, so it matches your forward grip. It's kind of cool because it takes AR-15 stocks, and it looks like it shouldn't. It's kind of an optical collusion there, right? Because it's not round, but it's still, I mean, they fit on there perfectly fine. They've got all your little notches underneath so you can adjust it. Super sick. Now what you can do is you can actually remove this portion here, use the same folding mechanism, and you can bolt on a number of their stocks. So really, you could have like one folding mech and several of their other stocks, and you could try a bunch of different ones on here. Which you will see in a lot of the shooting footage on this video, we have this stock mounted on the gun for quite a bit of it. This is probably, I would have to say, the hotness. This is the stock everyone wants. This is like the raised arm bar that they sell. They sell a straight one, but this one with the little hump in it I think looks better. And honestly, it's probably the most comfortable. This one's kind of cool because it has the collapsible butt plate here. You can fold it out when it's folded. Pretty cool. You can deploy it, kick it down, and go to work. It's pretty sick, and it's tan. You can also buy this one tan. It's threaded with some holes so you can try different cheek risers on there. Super sick looking stock, very minimal looking. And we shot this gun quite a bit with both stocks. So this gun, truth be told, has a ton of recoil. Even with a really effective muzzle device, it has a ton of recoil. You could probably try like one of the 2 chambers or the 4 chamber JMAC brakes. Maybe one of the really large 360 brakes to try to knock this recoil down. This gun has quite a bit. So because of that, I thought let's kind of switch gears. Let's go to this stock so we can have an AR stock on there to kind of spread that weight out. And man, that was the ticket. So this is probably the setup we're going to keep it in now, but for your viewing pleasure, we shot quite a bit with the other stock and kind of hard to beat. Looks pretty sick. So this gun, now that we have this muzzle device on, can be suppressed. With that 360 muzzle device, it is cut for chemo, so we can put dead air suppressors on there. We like to use a Sandman S, really good all-around can, but any can that can be adapted to chemo can work with these muzzle devices. Like I said before, no alignment issues. Our rod fell out dead center, so everything worked out just fine. Gun balances really well as you see it here. Not a heavy gun, you would think, because we've gone to a gas piston front end. It's really not that heavy, even with a can on. Man, it feels good. Just holding it here, running and gunning with it, feels good. And you'll see in some of the footage, we ran this thing suppressed quite a bit. Got really hot, but it shot just fine. Still had a lot of recoil, interestingly. And remember, this thing does have tunable gas settings, so setting 1 is unsuppressed, setting 2 is unsuppressed. So you can probably see here, there's just a little notch for a flathead. Really good decision on Brownells' part, I think. 2 settings, that's it. Not a bunch of settings to get carbon locked, 2 settings. 1 or 2 with a really big, thick flathead. I think that was wise. I wish every gun that was gas piston had a setup like that. Especially in today's age, we all want to suppress our guns. We hate tuning them for gas. If it just came that way from the factory, we would all like it a bit more. Didn't say this before, but we're running a little Trijicon MRO on there, on a Trijicon mount, kind of cool. All in all, it was a really cool gun to shoot. Lots of recoil. The trigger's really heavy because we had to beef up that spring for steel case ammo. However, it was 100% flawless, and damn, did it look good. Thanks to this parts catalog, we've just absolutely drugged this thing through and got a lot of compliments at the range. A lot of people didn't even know they were making this upper in 7.62, but now you do. Anyways, guys, again, I feel really privileged to even have this video on the JMAC page. I'm really grateful to Justin and Ash. They are really helpful to the AK community and, you know, non-AK stuff. They make stuff for all different kinds of guns, but they sponsor a lot of events. They sponsor a lot of talented shooters. They sponsor a lot of talented content creators that really make some good stuff out there. So big shout out to JMAC. Big shout out to Brownells. Kind of a cool upper. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. See you later.